Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Remy here, and today we're playing Experimental, and we're gonna do a discussion type video. And what I want to discuss today is the problem with a buff instead of nerf mentality. Yes, there are weapons you should buff, and there are weapons you should nerf to bring them in line with each other. But you shouldn't be buffing all the weapons and then leaving the weapons that are overly strong. And I'm gonna use the most of 2017 as an example for this. So not 2018 as an example. No, 19. Sorry, I'm gonna do 2019 for example of this. So in 2019, if you go look around throughout the year, you're looking at about like two like main metas where we're talking. All right, so Scythe starts off the year as the best weapon, and then Gauntlets take over for some small time, and then from Gauntlets you go into Katars being the best weapon, right? Till about BCX, and by BCX it was Orb, but not really like broken. It was just like it did too much damage, I guess. It wasn't broken in the same sense as the other weapons, but it did do too much damage, and they have nerfed it. So we're looking at a state like that where it's like, okay, so now let's say all those weapons exist at the same time periods, and none of them had been nerfed. So what game is that, right? You're looking at a Gauntlets where one dodge read and you're an orange or red. Second dodge read, you die. You're looking at a Scythe where one read you're gamped or you're an orange. Next read you die, right? Yeah, you're looking at a Qatar free engage, consistent kill options, true combos, you die, right? All of that, you're looking at all of that except it's in one patch. And the problem with that is you run into a game state where you are constantly playing for one hit, and then you're playing for the dodge off that one hit, and then you transition that into the orange stock. And what that's gonna lead players to do is they're gonna all be terrified, because it's not a how many interactions can I win game anymore. Of okay, I won this interaction, cool, I got him to yellow. I'm gonna win another one. He's gonna be an orange. I'm gonna win another one, dark orange, another one red, and then I'm gonna win another interaction where I have to kill him. Instead, so you're trying to win over and over and over again. Instead, you're trying to win once, but you're also terrified. So you're trying not to mess up the one time you have, and that's what happens when you have a bunch of, and that's just how Brawl is gonna be because of the way that dodge works, and that's not a problem. The problem is when these string weapons, they do what they do. They string you, except the strings are too powerful. Like you can't do anything. Like Gauntlets were and stuff like that. When Mordex was at where Mordex was at the beginning of the year, where it's like, okay, you fucked up, so you're gonna die. Like all the fucking clips of Sandstorm gimping people on both weapons, stuff like that. Phazon's Val, all that type of stuff. That's like, it looks cool, yes, but it's really hard to play around, and it's really it really forces you to slow the game down because you can't afford to make that mistake. And that's what happens. Those are good weapons in Brawlhalla. When a weapon literally just like you lose that interaction and there you've died, and it's really hard to come back from it. Like if you want other examples of this, like you can look at what Axe is doing right now, where it's like sidelight Nair. Sidelight comes out super fast. Dare is really dumb too. Cannon strings, you waste your dodge and you're in a really bad spot if the cannon player knows what they're doing. Just stuff like that. And if all that exists at the same time, you're playing a game where no one wants to do anything because of the fact that both players are playing off of that one interaction win. Now, it's hard to explain why that's bad. I mean, it's really not, but if you can't like understand why that's bad, it's bad because it slows it down. The cool strings don't make the game happen faster. It makes two people run away from each other because they're gonna lose off of one hit, and that's why it's better to focus on buffing the weak stuff. Yes, like Spear is weak. You should buff it, but you shouldn't leave the best weapons and then bring Spear up to it. That's not what you want to do. That's gonna lead into a position where, okay, so now Spear one-shots me too, and Spear off a string will kill me too. Is that the entire like point? Are we going off of who wins in one setting? Because then you have a like terrible game. Let's be honest here. If If you're playing fucking Chinese checkers in Brawlhalla and you're fucking waiting each other out, and then, alright, I finally won this interaction, so now I'm gonna win the game. That's, I don't know, I think that's really bad. I don't know if you guys think you'd like to see someone win off of one interaction. Maybe if they give us 5 stocks instead of 3, but if playing on your 3 stocks where you lose 1 dodge and then you die, or you're in red and you can't do anything is not a good feeling. So that's why I think when you're balancing, it's also important to make sure that you have the weapons well designed to be balanced. Like, a lot of weapons have good design where you can look at them and you see that, okay, this is what's wrong with this weapon and this is how you fix it. If you want weapons that don't have that, it's like Cannon has bad design, Lance has bad design. That's why Lance is always either god-awful or broken. It's designed poorly. And that's not like hate to the design team. Obviously they can design a weapon better than I can, but I'm saying that a lot of Lance's moves just won't exist in a realm where they will be fair or they will be bad. They will either I mean, yeah, they'll just never be fair. They'll either be completely broken or super weak. Just because of what the weapon does. You should rework Lance, by the way. But anyway, Cannons was in the same boat, and obviously, as you can see, I'm playing it right now. It got reworked, so we don't know what it's gonna be like, or what they're still gonna do with it, because it's in the test features that just came out. So, but when you look at it and you're looking at, okay, let's say Bow is broken, right? Or when Bow was broken, where you couldn't punish anything it did 16 damage a Sarah. That's clear what's wrong with it, right? You easily fix it. You nerf Sarah recovery frames, you nerf its startup, you fix its angle, you nerf the damage through the board, boom, you have Bow what it is now. Let's say Bow is still broken, you nerf more damage. The hitboxes are not a problem, the frames are not a problem anymore. That's good. That's a weapon that you can balance. Sword is a weapon you can balance. They re-hitbox it a bunch. It's easy to balance it. You don't have to buff Sword. There's no reason to buff Sword. There's no reason to nerf Sword. There's a reason to buff Spear because it's too weak. There's a reason to nerf Axe because in one interaction you're in orange. It's not fun to play against. It forces you to wait it out way too hard, and you shouldn't be forcing. You should be looking for fluidity, and you should be looking for. You want it to feel good when someone wins a situation, but you don't want it to feel like the game is over when someone loses a situation. And I feel like if you keep buffing all the weapons, that's what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up with, oh, everything is super strong. I lose a situation, it's over. And that's with, obviously it depends what the buffs are. If you have the right buffs, that's not going to be a problem, right? Like, I don't know, Sword got buffed this patch, and those are fine, I guess. Those type of buffs. But those type of buffs don't really matter that much. They're not big buffs, obviously. But, yeah. Like, that's why instead of buffing all the weapons, just you should look to nerf the ones that are at the top. It'll be fine. Like, I feel like a lot of people wanted them to keep Orb the same as it was in before yesterday, where it's like, okay, this combo does 29 damage. What? Because it feels good? No, it shouldn't do 29 damage. That's too much damage. Yes, it feels good. You don't feel overburdened by it, but you know that if you get hit by one thing, you just took 30 damage, and that's like the sense of fear is really bad, and it shouldn't be like that. But yeah, that's basically like my entire point. You should be looking to nerf and buff things instead of just look for buff everything so that it looks cool. And this isn't me saying nerf everything either, because why would you nerf everything? You can find a center of balance. You don't need to nerf everything either. For example, like I've said it and I'll say it again, that the gauntlet nerf in spring, when gauntlets were the best weapon, was too strong, because it makes gauntlets unable to like even contest with a lot of the weapons. I feel like Katars, it doesn't help that Katars have a lot of bad matchups right now, but they're also like super weak over nerfed, right? You can find the middle ground. It doesn't have to be good or bad. You should be looking for that center ground. And it's a fighting game, so obviously that center ground is very hard to find. No fighting game is ever easily just balanced, but I'm saying that what people are asking for, where it's like, okay, just buff all the weapons, isn't gonna work out the way you want it or expect it to. Leave. Oh, that's perfectly dodged. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically the point I wanted to get across in this video. Just a small discussion, some gameplay. Tell me what you guys think. I'll look at the comments, you know, reply like I usually do. So, yeah, peace.